Imagine asking your company's AI support assistant about how to reset your password and getting an instant accurate answer with the right reference doc. Today, we are building that exact AI agent in OpenAI's new agent builder with zero coding. Welcome to today's tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how OpenAI's agent builder can completely change the way you create AI-powered workflows. Think of it as a visual development environment for building, testing, and deploying intelligent agents, all without writing a single line of code. You can visually connect reasoning steps, tools like file search, and logic controls such as if-else conditions. And best of all, everything happens in one place. You can also evaluate, monitor, and iterate on your agent right from the browser. I chose to build the FAQ support assistant because it captures the essence of what Agent Builders does the best, combining structured reasoning, retrieval, and automation. By the end of this tutorial, you will have an AI support agent that reads from real documentation, gives factual answers with citations, and can even route complex issues to a support team using evaluation logic. Let's build a project from scratch. To do that, I'm currently in the OpenAI's Agent Builder website. Here, I'm going to click on the Create button. That Create button has redirected me to an open canvas. And in the canvas, you can already see there are two nodes present. The Start node is where every user message begins. Before we start, I'm going to rename this workflow. I'm going to name it as FAQ Support Assistant. Now, let's rename this agent as Classifier Node. And I'm going to give it some instructions. So I have asked this agent to classify the user's question as either FAQ or not FAQ. And I'm also instructing it to respond with only JSON object, no prose or no backticks. I'm going to save it. And for the model, there are various model available. I'm going to keep it as it is, but yeah, based on your use case, feel free to change it. Reasoning effort, low. I don't need much reasoning. And in the tools, I'm not adding any tools for this agent. And for the output format, I'm going to change it to JSON. And I need to add a schema here. So let's select advanced. Here, I'm going to paste my desired JSON schema. You can also take help from OpenAI. If you click on the generate button, you can see that if you describe what type of JSON format you need your model to return, it will create that schema. Now I need to update it. So my first agent is ready. There are many other metadata that you can adjust, like verbosity. It means like how much you want your agent to talk. Mine is comparatively low. I can keep it at low, and I'm going to keep others as it is. I'm not going to change anything here. Before we move on, I want to add a guardrails here. So what it does, it do some security checks. So if you look at the detailed metadata, you can see there is a personal identifiable information filter, moderation filter, jailbreak, hallucination, and continue on error. So for my project, I'm going to turn the personal identifiable information and moderation. Next, I need to connect this guardrail with this two node. So for that, first I need to remove the existing node and connect it with the start node and the classifier node. Let me beautify it a little bit. Next, I'm going to create a if-else logic. So in the classifier node, if I open the response schema, you can see that I have set up a label property. And this label property can have two types. One is FAQ and one is not FAQ. So what this agent will do, this agent will take the user query and label it as FAQ or not FAQ and send it to the next agent. And before we send it to the next agent, I'm going to pass this condition to the if-else logic. This if-else logic will decide which agent to use for which type. Let's open the if-else logic. And before I set the condition, I need to connect this classifier node with the if-else logic. Now, if I open it again, I can see the available parameter that I have set in the classifier node as output. So here I need to get the label, and I'm going to compare it as equal with FAQ. It's time to create the dedicated agent to process the user query. So let's create a new agent. I'm going to name it as answer node. I'm going to give it as instruction and save it. Next, let's look at the metadata. And for this demo purpose, I'm not going to change the model. The reasoning effort will be low. For the tools, I need to add the file search tools here. Why? Because when you are querying in your system, you need to have reference to your docs. Like when a user will say that I forgot my password, you need to have a document, or you need to have some kind of data in your database where the instruction will be written about how to reset your password. The agent will into the database and get the specific data that are relatable to a specific user query. So to work with this, we need to set up a vector store because agent builder use vector store. So I'm going to click on the select vector store. It's going to tell me to enter the vector store ID, but for that I need to create a new vector database. I already have a FAQ database in my vector storage. So I'm not going to create anything new. I'm just going to use the FAQ database that I already have. So I'm going to copy this vector ID and go back to my agent builder. Here, I'm going to paste the vector store ID. And as you can see, it's showing the corresponding database that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to hit the select button. Whenever I'm getting a user query that's labeled as FAQ, for those query, my agent is going to look into the vector database and prepare the corresponding answer. Now I need to show the output format as text, so I'm not going to change it. I want to create the verbosity medium. And yeah, I'm going to keep these settings as it is. Next, let's connect the logic with the agent. Next, I'm going to create another agent, and this agent will handle the not FAQ part. So I'm going to name it as ask for details. So what this agent will do, whenever the user input a query that's not labeled as FAQ, that particular query can't be found in our database. In that case, we will redirect the query to this ask for details agent. This ask for details agent will look into the query and it will use the GPT to generate a relatable answer. Also, it will ask for more details so that it can go ahead and create a support ticket or other stuff. So yeah, let's set it up, give it an instruction. And for the other stuff, I'm going to keep it as it is. Finally, I need to connect it with the logic node. Now, before we proceed, there is another thing that's called note. You can use this note to label something like records, details that might be helpful in the future. So for this particular purpose, let's say this is the FAQ path, and I'm going to create another node showing the not FAQ path. Our agent is ready for testing. So let's test it out. And to do that, let's hit the play button here, which indicates preview. I'm going to give it a query, and I'm making sure this query's answer can be found in the vector database. Let's give it a query that I forgot my password, how I can retrieve it, and hit enter. If you look at the left side, you can see the classifier node labeled it as a FAQ and it directed it to the answer node. The answer node is currently searching in the vector database. It found the answer, the search file. Also, it's showing the name of the search file. It went through some reasoning. And then it finally gave me a step-by-step guideline about how I can retrieve my password. And if you look at the right side, you can see the name of the file it searched through to prepare this answer. So we saw the FAQ path, how the workflow agent executed for the answers that are already in the vector database. Now we are going to see the not FAQ path. For this, we don't have any information in our vector database. So let's type my dashboard is showing wrong data and I don't have anything related to this query in my vector database. So let's see. And as you can see, the classifier node started working. It labeled it as a not FAQ and directed it to the agent that's ask for details. And the ask for details agent searched in the database, but it didn't found anything. So it made its own reasoning and gave me some direction what I can do to get to the bottom of the issue. Also, it asked me to give some timestamps or screenshot so that it can dig in and do more to help us. So, yeah, it's working as I predicted. Hey, if you're still with me in this part of the video, then thank you. And if you have built the agent and got the response, then congratulations, you have just built your first workflow agent inside the OpenAI's agent builder. Through this tutorial, we have connected reasoning, knowledge retrieval, and structured classification in a no-code workflow. From here, you can expand your agent by adding integrations, for example, connecting your support assistant agent to Jira or HubSpot or Zendesk to automatically create tickets for complex issues. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.